Let me hit start streaming. Last throat clear, I hope. Oh, crew just knew everything. Just tell you what, the market is.
It's spooky right now.
Well, I mean, everything has gone so fucking far that really, if you looked at it daily, it's not much. But if you look at it at 60, it scares the shit out of people. Well, this is gonna be interesting.
My dad sent me something yesterday, and it was, of course, a news article, so you can't take too much with it. But basically, someone's saying, let me read it exactly, but it was basically saying markets to drop 90%, which I'm not seeing anyone say that. Like,
in all markets or crypto markets?
Kitco News, which I don't know what the
hell that's
is,
crypto. That's I know. I follow them.
Kitco is okay. So it says U.S. stock markets to crash by 90% this year, followed by the best buying opportunity in your lifetime. Harry Dent. So I don't know who.
That guy's let me tell you. That guy has been calling for a market crash for the last 20 years.
Oh well. No.
And it's fully the fucking broken clock. I mean, eventually he's going to be right, but
he's Peter Schiff of Bitcoin.
Oh, totally.
I told you it's going to drop.
Totally.
Oh yeah. Well, we went 340%.
Oh yeah.
Then we dropped 50%, and you're still saying you got it right.
That guy has built his entire reputation off of saying the market's going to drop. It was a big gold bug. He's been around forever. So wrong for so long, but eventually he'll be right. 90% though, that's what he does to get clicks, right? 90%. Right. Oh shit, I better click that.
Well, I mean, it worked. My dad sent it to me.
See, that's why he does that, right?
I didn't read it.
He definitely wants to scare the old people.
Yeah,
and he wants the old guys to buy gold always.
Yeah, I didn't read it. Obviously, I just said,
Yeah. Oh, there we got. Oh, we got some people on. We better. We got it. It's our peeps. Is Tezzy Jap? He's a member, is he not?
That's Wonka.
Oh, well, Wonka. What are you doing, man? Why you using a different name here?
Yeah, and if they have got the wrench, that means I know they're a member. So if you see someone that doesn't have a wrench, I don't think they're a member.
Oh, yeah.
They may subscribe to us or follow us on YouTube, but they're not an actual paying social or.
Can you hear my puppy in the background?
Yeah.
You can? All right, I'm gonna close the door.
Yeah.
That's downstairs too. Man, she is high impact.
Yeah, she's going for something.
She's cute as she's cute as hell, but good God, is she a pain in the ass?
No. I have one of those, but it's not a dog.
Yeah, I know. Well, this one, I'm assuming you don't have to mop up pee all day long every day.
Well, not on the ground, but I catch it in a diaper and occasionally it comes out at me.
It's the we literally had like 3 giant area rugs. We had to roll them all up because she was just nonstop peeing on them. Hey, we got 20 guys. We had to get started here. Hey, guys. All right, so I got who's on board here? Oh, that's all the regs. Oh, well, somebody just bailed. All right, so let's dig in here. So you guys all know
let's actually start with Bitcoin.
You want to start with Bitcoin?
Yeah, let's. I don't think anyone
posted it. All right. Well,
I've got ETH, GRT, Apple, AMC.
Well, there was one thing I posted. For I think I never can remember. Is crypto Bitcoin? Is that for all members? Does free get that?
Educational.
Oh, that's only educational. All right. Well, this will be educational for those that didn't see it. I can never remember which one goes where. So a big picture here. I don't think we're at freak out zone, but this CD is starting to get kind of interesting. I think
check out the Discord or the disclaimer.
Yeah. Sorry. All right, well, I guess we are officially starting. There's not enough here. And actually, I'm on a daily chart here. There's not really enough here from Friday to make any, new deduction here is about where we're going. But certainly the path of least resistance is lower at the moment. But we're coming into all this support. So that second level of support we're coming into. Oh fuck. Oh shit! I try and do it with this thing, but. Right, into here, this little pocket here before we got that high volume node right here, this area is getting tested now. So it would be an ideal spot for the C. If it's going to triangle, right, would be a good spot for it because everybody's getting freaked now. So, you can see how whales, market makers, liquidity providers, however you want to think about it, right? So this is now freaking everybody out as we tap that. I wouldn't be surprised to see a kickback up here. Then, if we get the test, might go. But I think there was something worth noting here. Oh, let me find it. Oh, what do I got there? That's a 2 hour here. Let me clean this up a little bit because I posted this for the guys and I was curious. And I said I'd go over it in the live stream, and I got no comments here. Okay, so let me go to the 15-minute here. All right, I wasn't quite ready for this. Every now and then my trading view it kind of lags. It stalls on me here. Oh, come on. You see it's doing that right now. I'm not sure why. Let me try and refresh here. Reload there. It does that every now and then. I can't figure out why. Oh, that's why. Here, because I don't have Bitcoin over here. Oh, fuck.
One thing I meant to tell you is because if you save everyone's chart, when you do this, you'll need to probably eventually go back and delete them all. Save yours as something special, a code name or something like that, and then just go through and delete.
Yeah, I know.
Else's.
Well, the only way I can get their chart is I have to save it.
Right. But then after,
and that's what happens.
Else you've got 500 saved charts.
This one, I hear. So this one, I think I have saved this one because this count was such a bear. That was last Monday's live stream. I had to go through that, but I don't want to lose that one. All right, let me get to what I was trying to show you guys here. Oh, this is somebody else's here, so let's just remove drawings. This was the. I figured I saw this hit last night. All right, and this is the teachable moment here. So let me do a replay. Oh fuck, where was this? Is it here? Yeah, has to be. I know. Oh, pardon me. It was a 15-minute. Where the fuck was this? Here it is. I think it was right here. Oh, was it here? Oh, Jesus Christ. Hang on a second. Let's kill that. Oh, God. Let me get the freaking chart up.
For those of y'all that watch me on Wednesdays, we just got a decent rejection on almost everything, but a lot of them have come to the Monty zone, to the tick.
Okay.
So 7418. So it might be a buy.
Here's what I was
at least a good risk to reward in here.
I don't know if I get that right on that pivot. All right. So I assume some of the short-term guys saw this last night. I happened to see it, right? I was just about to go down for dinner. And you had this right here. So let me get back to original recipe. Okay, so here's obviously, right, everybody can see that. God damn it. Swing, retrace, golden zone. Now, we get our target. But here's what I asked people. Now, knowing trading principle number 4 from Andrews, and so one thing additionally we can see here, right? We get a nice, 4-ish, right? So we get a nice impulse that takes us up here, A, B, C, probably how you'd count that. All right, so we complete here. Now, but we know trading principle number 4, and I think this is what I was trying to get to. We were about here when I posted that last night. And my question was, okay, well, knowing trading principle number 4, what would you anticipate is what we get next, higher high, higher low? Well, trading principle number 4 says a failure to make the median line, even though we got the algo target, right? We didn't get the median line, which is equally as important here to an algo or to any sort of software that's tracking that. So while we get the algo target, we don't get the median line. Now, trading principle number 4 pretty straightforward. Any move that fails, remember we have 80% odds of getting here, right? But 80 is not 100. So any move that fails to get there leads to a move equal to or greater than the move that failed to get there. Well, there's equal to. So, and then it, as well as would be no surprise, because of course there's an algo on every side, on both sides. Fourth target, right? From the right here to the 50, boom, 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 just breaking, right? So here was when you knew that bulls were in trouble. Here's essentially, as we hit that, equal to, approximately equal to, but we go third target, or fourth target to the tick, right? That's the negative 1618. Now look at the reaction. Interesting. So from here to here, now we've already broken, right? So 786. So wait, right, again, both sides. Where are we now? Do you see this just back and forth? Right? Never changes. Right, so now here, now can that hold? Well, we know that there's an algo from here that's already gotten to target, right? So this one's already got, got fourth target here. Now retest, retrace. Where are we going? Right, so the bulls have that target. Now you don't know that holds. There's nothing to guarantee that holds. But if it was going to finish, you'd have to finish it as an ABC, right? So some sort of ABC. Oh. Fuck, I don't even think you could get, well, you probably can. That's a 15-minute, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks more like an ABC. At a 15, I don't think you can get 5 in there without a bit of a force fit. But this will be telling here now as to whether or not we can sustain, or are we just doing something. If we break this, we're heading down again. Here's the next target. All right, now note where we are here. That's 388. But, oh, pardon me, so that's got to pull from a higher pivot. So what are we pulling from here? What's in play? That would be the closest one. Am I on this? So it would. Okay, so there we go. So here's the last one I can pull from that would have any relevance. So do you see what we've got now? Just an algo box. Right, it happens every day, all day long. Right, bulls and bears stuck in an algo box. So who wins that, right? Now, so do you have any edge here? Would you have any advantage? Well, of course, we know the trend is down here. I am down on a 15 minutes, so things change fast down here. But the more important thing is to, one, recognize this, which is what I was after when I was posting that. Like, hey, heads up. Yeah, algo target, but we did not get the median line. So if you're long, you might consider tightening up, or perhaps looking for, if you got it, right? So the thought was, if we're going to retrace here, remember, that's all we do is swing and retrace. So if we're going to retrace here, this would be an area, this would be an area of interest, right? So coming back here, now, no, you got the Vegas wave here is kind of going sideways down here on a 15 minute. So this would have been an aggressive short, but all the conditions were there. Now, of course, right, remember, you can't forget, oh shit, right, you got to do this as well. Look, not a golden, but it's a corner pocket. So you look, God damn, that's a long way to go. Did we get it? Yeah, we got it. We didn't even stop, right? Outside. Now, here's a classic. Sorry, sometimes I just see shit as I'm doing it, right? So here, now we're testing, much like a trend line. We're testing from above. So is that an appealing long? Well, if you're a short-term trader, well, you already had a decent reaction. Shit, what do you got there? Oh fuck, what do we got here? Just to the 50. It's not terrible, right? Still, look at that pop. Whoa, holy shit. Right? So something happened. So what's causing that? Right? This algo here means business. Interesting, is it not? Right. So now you probably go down to a 5 and be able to see that a little bit better. So here's our range back to the Vegas wave, right? Tapping the lips. That's a pretty good move right there off of this.
Yeah, the rip we're about to get is good.
Say again?
We just got a good rip back. So
yeah.
Whether or not it's a retest or
okay. But remember, there'll be you got to keep drawing them, right? So now I'm on the 5 minute here. So now we got to get through that. So here, look at the confluence here. We got the 233, the golden zone, and the 50 of the larger. So interesting, right? So this is just algo ping pong. It's all that's happening here. Just software kicking it back and forth. Which side breaks? We'll see. But interesting, right, how precise that is to tag it at the golden zone from above, right? It's very common. Well, you see it does it here again, too. This is very common with trend lines that are acting as support or resistance, right? So this is just a trend line. Up to the golden zone, back, taps it to the tick at the golden zone. Now, here, what happens there? That's why my point being, you constantly have to be drawing those, right? Or you'll long it right into it. Right? Very, very common, right? Everybody, people that don't know it's there or forget or they draw one side, they don't think about the other side. They just buy into them all day long, right? That's why I said the first thing you got to do is what did it do last at whatever degree you're trading. But you can't be ignorant of the fact that, hey, okay, so we've got all this action happening at the 15-minute, but you better get out to an hourly and see what it did last. You better get out to a 4-hour and see what it did last, or whatever the time frame is based on how you're approaching the market. You got to know what it did last and where the next pivot is. What the next area it's got to get through to clear. So I think with that, so yeah, let's see, let me pull out a little bit. Fuck. Oh, I don't think I have my shorter term count here, but I had been looking at this as I think I kind of went over this on Friday that this was completing something, not this being part of it. So if it's ABC or if we're doing a WXY. This is all a function of how we finish here. So we're looking for a 3 here, right? So if it's going to hold as a triangle. So if that's ABC into a W, that could be, we could just ABC, keep it simple, into an X. And now we're going to go ABC for 3. You're looking for something like that, right? If we're going to go down here and tap that 100. If we're just probing down here, let's go. Let me try an 8-hour here. Let's go 12. Let's go. Yeah, shit. I thought I had an 8-hour in there. Oh, fuck. Here, we'll do 12. Can I just type? I thought if I just went 8, I just type 8 hour. Nope, 8. 8 minutes.
If you type 8H.
8. I knew it was H. There we go. I don't know why I'm getting that. Okay, so what do we got here? Right, that looks like a 5, doesn't it? If we zoom in there. One. Well, that looks like 4, 5. That's not real clear just exactly what we got there. But this is the one we looked at. Not that one, pardon me. Was it this one? I think it was this one. Here's the target. So just down here at this degree, right, we got to pay attention to, is that a front run? Well, could be. It looks like no sense of divergence here. So it looks more like this is, if anything, 1, 2, we're in the 3. So it looks like it's got more to go. It needs more. Oh, fuck, God. Must be Monday. 1, that's not much of a 2. It looks like 5 coming down. So we could have an ABC. It's a little tricky to put a call onto this. Like 4, 5. Looks like it needs a little bit more to get that done. So same thing. I didn't mean to get sidetracked here, but I'd be looking here. I'd have both of these because I'd want to be mindful of if we're going to go in a traditional, but I'd also, because if we're thinking corrective, then you might be down here. Maybe we get through here. I don't think it's any better in a shift. Right now you're just hovering on the median line. So you gotta be paying attention here to where these potential support zones are. We know this zone here is tied to, we go back. Why I keep getting that. This is all support that we're bumping into. So I don't think we're, certainly, here's what I would suggest here. Now that's a log scale. I can't do that. I don't think we're ripe for any sort of longing here just yet. I mean, at the very least, let's keep it drop dead simple. Okay, can we get a higher low? Higher high? Before even considering a long? Otherwise, you're just trying to make a hero play. You're just trying to pick the turn. So I mean, for a trade, right? This might not be a bad place to start some accumulation if you think that we're near the longer term support here. I don't see anything to suggest that it's time to be a buyer yet. Not yet. All right, let me keep moving here because I get sidetracked here. Okay, so I got James M with the graph. Okay, so it looks like he's going for the double zigzag here. So we're going into the 1, which this makes sense, right? So there's the WXY, A, B, C. That's nice work there. So we've got the X here. So we complete pardon me. So we're going to get A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. So we've got just a series of A, B, Cs, and it looks like A, B, C. Now we're heading down to try and finish this. Oh, you can just kind of, again, keep it simple. Where's the last rejection? Here's the test, rejected. That would be a little skinny to finish it that way. I kind of like it over here. Of course, if we break it, right, different story. That's 886. That's pretty steep if we're going down, and you can kind of see that it's going to test that low if it's coming down to that. I'll tell you, James, this needs to hold. This is going to start to get uglier. What are we going to call this? WX. Man, that sure looks like a 5, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what the hell we're going to do with that. We'll have to revisit that. Well, at this point, let's hope that holds, because this is going to be a bear to. What the hell would we even call that? WX. We'd have to do an A. Oh, fuck. I guess you could do it. You'd have to do it this way. You have to go A, B, C, and count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is a bit. It's a bit of a. You're making do with what you've got there. I don't see another way to count that. I don't think. Well, shit. I just suppose you could do it this way. I don't think that's any better. Finish with a diag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could work as well. Either one of those works, right? So that's probably what we're looking at, James. If we're going to break this low. So kind of the same thing here. If you love this asset, not a bad place to be a buyer here because you put your stop right underneath the low. Now remember, is never fail. This never changes. Every pivot is a target, right? So they're going to try and run the stops here to get to the stops here, and that's why anytime you're at a pivot, you're vulnerable to that. So that's why I will consistently tell you this is a drop dead stupid place to enter the market. You never want to enter at a dominant pivot ever, because you just set yourself up to it. I'm not saying that if there are times it's not going to just free fall from there. I'm just saying statistically, why make yourself vulnerable there? You're deeply vulnerable to getting bent over there at every one of these, every single one, every pivot, which is why you don't enter at pivots. I mean, again. Test it yourself. I can only say that because I tried it for so long. Never. Now it's in my DNA now. I would never take a breakout ever. All right, so James, we're holding by a thread there. Let's hope we get that. Okay, so you also gave me ETH. Now ETH is looking a little funky. Did you give me ETH in the same one? Oh. I think I got a different chart here for ETH. I think the ETH count is even more difficult. Yeah, bear with me here. We'll get it going. Okay. So what do we want? He wants bottom left, in-depth. Holy shit. In-depth view is not, you're not kidding. Okay. Whew. Okay, I got to hide a few things here. We won't be able to make sense of any of that. Okay, so the channel here is interesting, right, with the throw over here. But I know it's always easier when you do it yourself, but James, I got to hide these so I can make sense of what we got here. This is, actually that's funny because I just counted it the same way, right? ABC into a triangle for the X, and now we're heading down. So we got the same count there. So A, B, C, D, E, same thing into the X, right? I thought the same thing because I was looking at it this morning for myself. Now, A, B, what are you on, a 4 hour there? A, the B is, oh, yeah, that's good.
Did you use the top left chart?
Oh, well, he said bottom left in-depth view. So I was starting with the in-depth, and then we'll go to the more simplified and see if that makes any sense. Okay. So ABC, we need to be approaching a finish here. 1, 2. Let's see, that's a 4 hour. Is that enough to be finished? All right, you can just work backwards. Say, okay, well, there's if this is not hard to figure out, right? So there's the last 3 we had, right? So you would deduce that, okay, well, that's likely the 4. We're just coming back into that structure. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a pretty big kick for the 4, but that looks like where we're headed. All right, just working backwards. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. That's a oof. Well, take a look at that, right? That actually would fuck us up a little bit. If that's 1, 2, I don't know that I like that. No, let's do it this way. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, can we get it done? Well, I don't think we can. So let's put that aside. Do we have to go down here? That's a 60. 1, 2. That's going to be so fucking far. But if we're here, let's think about it. If that's 3, 4, 1, can we even get that? Let's go to a 30. Well, that's a little gnarly in there. Looks like you got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So this has to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, how are we going to finish that? Well, it actually looks to me like it's not good news for bulls here. If that's 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. God, you'd have to do A, B, C. Fuck, I don't like that at all. Fuck. 1, 2 actually looks better. 1, 2. We're looking for 3, 4, 5 to come. Still to come. That doesn't look great for bulls. But now this is not a great counter read here. Was it technical? That's a clear 3. Looks like that was a measured move by itself. Looks like this did the same thing. From the 50 here, got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That could do it, but it needs one more down if you're going to get a clean Elliott count there. 1, 2. So. And we're trying to finish the 3. Extension in the 1. Well, this is not looking good here. Well, that is just all fucking wrong. But something has to finish there. 1, 2. Label it, right? What else we got here? Oh, you need that one more down. But what would we have there? This is actually a tricky one. Let's think for a minute. We're trying to finish in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. God, unless that's an expanded B, this would need to really rip out of here for us to be thinking there's any sort of bottom in. You can't go 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can do. This being, let's see. Yeah, you got to finish here. You got to finish something here, and because of that, so now you got to be thinking 1, 2. This looks like more down. I don't see any way around it. Come here. Micro. That. Let's put it in blue. I don't think you got a decent way around that. Now, what could change it if we take out this pivot? All right, so this would be kind of what I'd be keying off of. Can we take that out, then maybe you're, fuck, let's go to a 5 minute. Maybe you're trying to do this. That's not much of a start, right? It looks like a corrective 3, so that doesn't look particularly good, but it looks like you got another one here at the 5 minute. Remember, they keep coming all day long. Target here, second target here. I think you got to get out. I think this is what you're looking at. 2 to the 4. Golden zone, Vegas wave. Jesus, it just never changes. It's just it's unbelievable. Oh, let me get it right on there. Oh, we got a little bit of a break there. Looks like they stayed with it. So, and then one more time. So, looks like we're headed down here. Maybe we get a decent finish there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's, I think, what we're stuck with. 1, 2, 3, big 4. One more time down. Maybe you start looking down here. Okay, now we got to go back to the 60 and see, well, where's that going to put us? That's not looking great. So if this is WX, we need AB. That's C. We're trying to finish down here, so it would be down here. Well, that actually looks like that could work right there. Okay, let's tee it up. 2,600. Ugly. Well, how is that relative to the last swing? Let's go back out a little bit further. Anybody want to guess what's there? Anybody think that's coincidental? Yeah, pay attention if you do. All right, so right now, when I was doing that, I wasn't thinking, oh, I bet that's right at the golden zone. But when you pull back and you look at it and you go, well, fuck, right to the golden zone. I mean, look at the arrow I just drew as to where we would think that might pivot. I mean, that process is not that difficult, right? It's just trying to get a handle on what, where can I see a 3 and a 5, and where it's unclear, you're kind of making your best estimate. Oh, shit, looks like we got plenty of structure here to play off as well. So now, so what would you count it here? So the way he has it, which I've seen this count, right? This plays a little bit, oh, it's not too far from Bitcoin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what James, you left me hanging here. So what are we calling that? 1, 2, A, B. Right, oh, let's see here. Did we get, I don't think we made 100. I'm pretty sure we didn't. Yeah, we didn't make it. And if I'm not mistaken, this didn't, we kind of got in between here. So from the pivot high, that looks like a reasonable spot to be looking. So 2,600. Now, but as is the usual case, right, if we're coming down here, that's going to be hard to buy, right? You don't know if they're going to, go get these stops and play with that a little bit. So thus, all the more the reason why, let whatever's going to happen here. Now, if it holds, which you can... You can't count on it holding, but it would be unusual to not have it pause there because the software will start buying there. So you've got to look for, it would be very typical for this to pop to the 50 and then come back here. Now I got to trade, right? Now at least I have the prospect for a higher low. What's the next thing I got to deal with, right? This. Always look left. Okay, so I got to deal with that. So how am I going to get out of there? If I can come out of here, 1, 2. Right, I need a 3, right? So, right, again, same thing over and over and over again. Right, can I do that? There would be third target. So correction would be over here. We do it in a very complex 3 to a golden zone. If we're at a golden zone and we've got 3 pivots, what's the first thing we're going to do? Right, now can we get here? Almost Elliott aside, right? I mean, this is why often I will tell people, and I have a number of members who've just said, okay, I'm just going to try and keep it simple because my Elliott skills are not there. I don't want to push. It doesn't appeal to me the same way it does to others. So I mean, you could take all that Elliott off of there, all of it, or at least keep it simplified in your mind. Okay, so this is a 3. This is a 3. Do we know what the trend is really here? I mean, within this, but what we're looking at here, right? Do we have a clear trend on what we're doing? I think not. Right? Just a series of threes. Now, there are fives within the threes, but we're just going sideways. Now, this is going to be telling here, because if we're going lower, right, again, you can expect the reaction here. This will be critical, right? Can we hold that? If we're breaking lower, the next stop will be down here. That's going to freak the market out. Ethereum back to these lows. Well, it's just like Bitcoin, right? Same, damn near the same structure. We're coming down here. Market will be completely freaking out. We're not there yet, right? So this would be the next, this is the next critical level here. What happens when we get there? We're damn near almost there. Oh, shit. We just tagged the 618. But it doesn't, back where we started, it doesn't look like it's done yet. So you're actually kind of hoping, there's the algo target, you're hoping for one more kick down. Right. So here's what you'd like to see, right? So if you're watching this and you want to be precise on the entry, we want to see him sweep the stops that are sitting there, because where does the average trader who doesn't know this, where are they going to put his stop? A couple of ticks under that pivot at the 618, because that's what he read in your trading 101 here, introduction to the Fibonacci ratio in trading. He's going to put his stop, maybe gives it 2 ticks, 5 ticks, somewhere in there, but he's not going to know to use the 65. So the path you're looking for is just for the exchange or liquidity provider. There's no market makers in here, but liquidity providers to run all that stops. They grab that liquidity, and then that's what you're looking for, is the rip that comes out of here when they have all that. So they get as many people sucked into the short here. Oh fuck, it's falling, that they don't know the 65's there. They won't have done an Elliott count on this, and they're going to look at this and say, oh shit, I got to go short. That's exactly what they'll do to them. Right? This being the next target, right? So you could look at that and say, okay, well, what did they last time they could grab liquidity here, right? So if we're going to come back to that, that's where they're headed. So this is going to be very telling, right? It's kind of timely as to what we're doing here, as to how that comes out of there. So as far as I'm concerned, no trade at the moment. I wouldn't buy that. Well, I wouldn't buy it because I can't finish it. How am I finishing that? I can't finish it. I don't see a path to finish 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, yeah, we're on a 4-hour now, but even down at a 5-minute, I couldn't finish that. So if I can't finish it, I don't just see. Here's a great example of FOMO. Oh fuck. Oh, screw the Elliott. So what? It doesn't finish in a 5. I'm just going to long it because I see this bounce. Right? That's FOMO. That's exactly the thought process. Okay, remember, you always want to think about, if somebody's buying it here, what are they thinking? Oh shit, it's going to go, right? Look at that bounce off of the 618. I got to jump in. Yeah, I know I should look for 5 to finish that, but I don't want to miss it. That's typically what happens. Now, do we know that's going to happen? No, but that would be a very common event, right? A sequence here. So you want to be long, you better wait for the test from above. Right now, I can put my stop down here or give it a little bit of room. And so now, right, risk reward now working in my favor, and I'm working off of a technical pivot. And if I get a pivot here, I know I've got 80% odds that I'm getting to that median line. It's not like that 80% goes away. I got 80%. 80% is not 100%, but I'll take 80 all day long. All right. Let's see. You had a simplified version was on top left.
It's top left, yeah.
Let's look at the simple version. Does that look any simpler? I don't know that you need to be a whole lot simpler. Okay, so he likes this as the impulsive one, right? This could be interpreted. It actually plays a little bit better here, because this you can get a clear 5 here. It's cleaner than Bitcoin, right? Than down here, but that's about as close as you'll ever see them. All right, look at it. Technically, that's a 2. Looks like this actually has to come down a hot. So is that enough? Yeah, it's enough. There's a difficult one to interpret, right? 1, 2, 3. ABC 4, 5. Would that work, right? Would this, just out of curiosity, if that's the 1 and that's the 2, could we get it? Oh, just barely. Just long enough. ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get her done. Okay, so let's pull back out. What do we got here? Simplified. Okay, so we're just, again, so he's working it this way, right? So we've got a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to correct it into 3, right? Elliott 101. There's an ABC into a W. Now this is just takes a little, you got to study a little bit and bump into it enough times where you're like, what the fuck, AB? What? Oh, triangle. That's usually the process, because until you know to start looking for it, you're going to try and fit that into a bunch of series of 3s, right? So if we're finishing AB, now could we be done there? This one's in log. Were we in log on the last one? On your top left. I don't think we were. Were we? Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. What did I do there? I do that all the time. Oh, motherfucker. Come here. Why is it doing that? No, fuck. Here, I'm going to get sidetracked. Oh, God damn it. What am I doing there? Oh, that's the copy. That's why. That's why. So we're going from here to here. I got to do it on my own here so I can see it. Okay, so we're at the 50. Well, see, that's the difference, right? So in arithmetic, we're at the golden zone. That's interesting. In log, we're at the 50. Oh, thanks, James. Thanks for that. Yeah, exactly, right? So there we are, right at the support. Now, this is interesting, right? So you could be done here in log. Now, what's our range here? This is from 1600 to 4800. Well, you're 3 times the range, so that would qualify in log. But all the nice volume profile work that he's done here is interesting, right? So you can see if we're going to get a bounce here, you can see why we would get a bounce here, right? These guys are going to defend, right? So somebody, right? They caught this long, right? Now we're going to come back down here. They're going to defend this, right? Because size can get buried in there, and it won't disrupt the market. I mean, depending on the size, but there would be a reasonable spot in there for size to be able to get in and start pushing the long side. But, right, if Bitcoin's going to keep dropping, I think this will be interesting. So now here's the temptation. This is, I don't know that there's an easy answer for this. So if it breaks here in arithmetic, what's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to say, oh, well, it hasn't broken yet in log. Right, so if you're a bull, so be careful of that. I've done that. Where you go, well, it's like looking at an Elliott count that's busted in an hourly, and you're like, well, maybe I better check the 4 hour. Maybe it's still good. Careful about that, right? So if you're making decisions off of the 1 hour or the 4 hour, be careful about accommodating your bias by changing the time frame. That's a very common thing that traders will do because you don't want to be wrong, right? It's just your ego's involved. So careful of that. Always, always, always better, right? Now I'm talking about trading this, not accumulating for 3 to 5 year plays. If you're trading, it's always. I say this with so much blood and guts built into all the experience I've had with this. You are so much better to take the small loser here. Then go, oh, fuck, here, okay, let me put it in log. Okay, we're still not here yet. Oh, well, fuck, okay, well, I know that thing's going to bounce because look at the structure we're in here. And you start rationalizing it like, oh, fuck, okay, well, let me go to the daily. Maybe it's not bad in the daily. Oh, yeah, if I pull from here, I'm going to be okay in the daily, right? And then it just keeps, I promise you, it's because the market punishes mistakes. The first mistake was not taking the small loser. Now you're going to be down here. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, if I draw from here, from the COVID low, I still be okay. Right. I'll still be okay. Right. And I'm exaggerating here to make the point, but that is a very, very common sequence, right? I've done it myself. Over 30 years, hundreds of times, right? To the point where, it just takes a lot of people like myself are stubborn, right? It just takes you so much pain that you go, fuck. Okay. Well, I'm not doing that anymore. And where did it all start? It all starts with moving the stop, right? That's the single most common mistake traders make. They go, oh, fuck, man, I don't want to be wrong. Okay, I'm going to lose $700 here. Fuck, I don't want to lose that, right? Oh, so now it turns into $1,700. Well, I can't get out now. Fuck, it's $1,700. I gotta average in here so I can save this. Oh fuck, I can't get in. I can't get out now. Can't get out now. Right? I speak from deep experience there. Right? And all you had to do was get your fucking ego out of it, which I know, right? As guys, it's hard for us to do that. That's why women are better traders. All you had to do was just, oh, fuck, okay, stop. Next trade. I'm going to bet there's not a person who's watching this live stream, whether live or on the replay, who has not gone through that exact same process. Right? I mean, eventually, what helped me was to write it down into a trading plan. The things I do not do. I do not buy at pivot. I do not enter the market at pivots, right? First rant was about that. I always check what that algorithm has done last, right? Had an early rant about that. I don't move stops. Single most common mistake in the trading community. Because guys don't want to be wrong. All right, let me keep moving here. Gravity Anti. We're back for Apple. Jesus, I just had that out and I had that up and I closed it. All right, I had the Apple count. Let's keep moving here. All right, Gravity Anti. Always gives me a challenge. Okay, so we looked at this. So this is the revised count. Yeah, I remember that. I had the same count, right? So I got to make a copy. Hang on. All right, this is good work, right? So see what he does here? This is really worthwhile because he's making notes to himself. So you're validating your analysis along the way. Okay, what's happened in wave 2? What's happened in wave 3? Does that make sense? Oh, I got a sharp here. I got a zigzag here with a sharp correction. Oh, wave 3, I went 1.236, the extension of wave 1. These are just all notes to himself to validate his analysis in his own mind, let alone, analysis here for me to review. This is really for him, not for me, not for you guys, but it's a great example. But here's what happens, right? This is, again, another example. The people go, oh, shit, I don't need to write it down. I'll remember it. I know what I was doing here, right? And then the thing starts to get a little squirrely, and you're like, oh, fuck, okay, what was I thinking there? Right? This just continues to, this does a couple of things, right? They say if you want to really learn something, teach it. Well, this is like teaching it to yourself. Okay, why am I doing this? Wave 4 is an expanded flat to be determined. Okay, what about the wave 5 to be determined? Strength, summary. This is really good work, right? And most people won't do it because, fuck, I don't want to do it. It's a pain in the ass, right? Most people lose money in the markets. What is it? So this is just a little snippet, just a little thing that separates successful traders from unsuccessful. Do you have a trading plan? How many people on the live stream, again, live or watching the replay, how many of you have a written down trading plan? Here are my conditions for a long. Here are my conditions for a short. Things I do not do. I would be willing to bet it's less than 10% of you have it written down. If it's more than that, good for you, right? If you have it written down, and if you're doing a detailed analysis on Apple, isn't it worth the extra 20 minutes it might take to go, all right, what am I thinking here? Why do I like this trade? It's good work, Gravity. Okay, so last time we looked at this, I think we were under the impression here that we had a flat going in here, right? Looked like a flat was happening here, right? So, shit, I remember this. God damn it, I had the thing. Oh, I won't be able to find it. I think I closed. Oh, here, wait. No, that's his. I closed it literally right before I got on the live stream. So look at now his, it gets it's a little hard to see here. Let me just hide some of this. That's his fib time. Okay, this is the 3. Everything's locked. Okay, so all of this has to go off to the side. There we go. Okay, so we're expecting higher prices. Now, this is interesting timing, right? So the market and tech in specifically is showing all this weakness, right? The Fed has freaked out the market. So if rates are going higher, who suffers the most? Initially, right? Tech. So if we're coming down here to some of this, you're going to start to get people really thinking, oh, well, shit, Apple's not going to go down. It's a $3 trillion company. Well, it's not going to go any lower. So I'm just going to buy it here and, not put a stop on it. Because Apple certainly can't go down. Well, I mean, I'm not saying don't be a buyer here. I mean, look from the swing low. If this is 1, 2, and that's 3, well, the first bit that's a little bit disconcerting to the raging bull is that if this is 1, 2, this is unusually shallow for the 3. Right, as he notes here, 1.236 the length of wave 1. Now that would be not necessarily, oh, I don't want this trade, or I don't want to consider a trade here because it didn't do the 1618. But it would be a point of that's not like Apple to not get the 1618. Oh, we got to really pull back here. Oh, Jesus, I could have sworn I had an 8-hour in there. I must have done something with it. I must have killed it. All right, so here's Apple from the COVID low, right? That's our COVID low. No, pardon me. Where's our COVID low? March of 20. There's our COVID low. Here's our COVID low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a sec. No, can't have that. Can't be that. 3, 4. So this has to, oh, fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something completes here. So this has to be a 3 because we know, right? This is, in a way, this is a real benefit because we can't go, oh, fuck, it can't be a 2, right? Can't have a triangle and a 2. I'm going to move this stuff over a little bit after I praised him for that. Now it's just, I got to be able to see in here. So 3, 4. Here's the 4 here. 1, 2. Well, if that's going, it's time to go, right? So, the NQ's coming back today, so I'm just kind of looking across to my other machine. ABC looks like that's got all the ingredients you'd look for, like the A projected from the B. There's the 100, which he's noting here. So note the use of just market structure here, but we also just ping the 100. So if you're thinking it's a flat, well, that would be exactly where you'd be looking for it, right there, right? You'd be looking for it. Oh, okay. So now do I have any algo play there? All right, is there some algo condition in there? I'm just going to pull that out just for a second. Okay, so where's the obvious place to pull from? Here's the last dominant low. Now, are we good there? If I go, well, let's go to 3. Actually, it wouldn't matter, but let's go to the pivot here because that's the algo is not going to worry about the Elliott count. So you're right in the pocket here. So if you're coming down here, that's our last low. Now this is a secondary low, but it's, oh, you might even use this, right? The prior 3, 4. This is a common, right, for an Elliott trader down a degree into the area of the prior 3, 4. Right. This again, we're just Elliott 101. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, A. Expand the B. It's good work here. A, W, X, Y into the B. Nice gravity. A little kicker here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could we be done? Oh, let's get in there. Wow, look at us tagging that right to the tick. So I'm going to just take that off for a second. 1, 2, okay, we can live with that. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not. He's drawn it like, but it's not really a triangle. Oh, I think we might be forced to be doing this. Let's just leave it right there. Now, what do we got here? So that's a good spot for a line chart. 3, 4. Nice little W there. Let's go back. Okay, could we be done? We could be. Well, you're at the right spot. So do you see here we're in between the 50 and the golden zone? But what are we pinging off of? The structure, right? Which he identified over here. So we come back into this structure. So coming down to ping off of that makes sense, right? Here's the launch point. Now we're coming back. So just as we're looking over there, oh, let's see, 1, 2. That's kind of a gnarly finish, actually. Well, what's the alternate? Fuck. I think we need to finish that. I think we have to do it this way. All right, so let's go 15-minute. Can we finish that? A, B, C. It looks like that's the best. This is a bit of a cluster. 1, 2. That could do the 4. Well, we're kind of stuck there. Okay, so let's just go with this as the potential low. So 1, 2. All right, so how would you know? You don't know, because this is a bit iffy in here. God, it looks like you want to put the 4 here, but you can't finish it. So A, B, fuck, maybe W, X, Y. Well, the bad news for that is that we'd be looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That might get it done. Bring this all down here. So if the market's going to stay weak going into the week, well, so there's the 1 you got to pay attention to. Now, of course, we could finish with a diag. 1, 2, 3. That ABC sure looks like that's what you got there. But I sure would be. Now, if this starts to roll over, then we know we likely have the count correctly identified, or at least this last finishing bit. So this would be from the 2 to the 4 to the pivot of the 3 in the pocket. We'll see, right? How's that? Yeah, it's back over VWAP on the day. Well, it's either 1, 2, but I don't like a 2 that's that deep, right? The odds are that that's not the 2. Could be, of course, it could be. That looks like there's one more down here, and we come right out of the golden zone, get the 4, get the C. There, well, there's the target right there at the golden zone. Gets that all done right there. Now, if you come down here, I definitely think this would be heads up, right? Do we get a reaction here and then the first retrace, right? Should give you a decent entry here. There's never a need to pick the turn. You'll feel good, right? You can put it on Twitter, you can tell all your friends, but it's just never worth it to try and take that coming down. Always wait for the reaction, okay, right? Because what's unlikely, I mean, it's not that it's impossible. It's unlikely it's just going to rocket off of that. It could, but even still, if it did, right, at some point these people are going to take profit, right? Oh, it's going to go again, and then okay, now you're back here. So was there a big difference? Maybe, but you're still going to get a decent entry here, because if that's going to be a monster 1-2 reaction, well, you'd have another shot at it eventually. Okay, that looks good. This would be really worthwhile to keep a track of that. Let's see what we do here. I mean, shit, we could break it right now. That could be 1-2, but if it's going to be 1-2, well, next up, right? First, it's got to break this golden zone. Then it's got to break this one, then this one, then we got to break this one. Eventually, we got to get all the way here. We got to break that one. If this is our low here, this is going to have to be a big kick here to call that a 3. Well, I would just kind of do this, right? Look at all that. Okay, so there's the resistance. We got to deal with that. So if this is 1-2, we're going to need a big 3, and then you're going to have to come down here and test it, right? How are we doing here? Right? Is more supply going to come in? Now you'd have your 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, lows in. Likely, at least at this kind of degree. Now I'm on a 15-minute. Good work, Gravity. Okay, let me keep me. So now he's got AMC. Oh, AMC. Is this still the meme stock favorite? I think it's fallen out of favor a little bit. Okay, Gravity. More.
When people get bored of it, though, that's when it's going to go again.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. It's like, oh, well, this is over as soon as they say that. No, I got Apple again. So that means, what did I do? So I think I just have to type AMC. AMC stock. And there I got it. Okay, so that is his AMC 2-hour in log scale. Okay, got it. Okay, so let's pop it. All right, so, well, if I haven't looked at it, I got to see where we're coming from. Let's see the 4 there. For some reason, Jesus, I'm going to need to add the 8-hour. For some reason, that's where I want to go today. Oh, what a beautiful example down here. Going to 0. We're going to 0. All right, once you get, look. I'm going to keep harping on this until certainly members just stop doing it here. Oh, we're going to the moon. We're going to 0. We're going to the moon. We're going to 0. Just never enter there. Okay, so we got an A, triangle B, right? So now, look, this is where the Elliott helps you. Because if you didn't know better, you might think, oh, 1, 2. And here's what you'd be thinking, right? So this is typical for the new Elliott student. He's looking here, oh, okay, 1, 2. Okay, okay, so there must be 1, 2. Must be 3, 4. They get lost here because they don't know that, hey, likely we've got a triangle here. A, B, C, D, E, right? So a perfect triangle. So it puts you, it's not that that wouldn't be possible here. It's just that it leans you into the right direction here, that it's corrective. A, B, C. Okay, well, if that's corrective, what are we looking for next? Well, ideally, you'd be thinking you'd be anticipating a 5, but right, we don't necessarily. It's not guaranteed that we get a 5 here, and in fact, the way he's got it labeled, it looks like we're just doing a series of 3s. So if this is corrective, it's corrective of the monster move down, which has got to be shit. I'm gonna have to go to the daily. Is that all the history I'm gonna get to 2014? I guess so. Is that all the history I've got on AMC? I guess it is. 2014 when they went public? Somehow that doesn't seem right, but maybe it is. Okay, so in log scale, now remember we're in log, so we don't change it because it would suit us. Coming back down here towards that 50, I'd kind of look at it this way. As a target. Okay, so he gave me a 2-hour, so let's look at what we got there.
I've got July 2013.
Yeah, that kind of surprised me that's, oh fuck. Well, it was in that range. This is right in 20, well, that's July of 2014. Right, so I guess there's more data, but maybe. Let me go back to where he is. It's a tough one. So if it's ABC.
Well, actually, and then if I go to the 24-hour time frame,
yeah,
January 4th, 2000.
That's what I thought. I thought there was more history than
so
that.
If you, instead of going to daily, type 24H.
Yeah. Okay, so what I was trying to get to is, are we at a new all-time high? Oh, no, for some reason, I'm only going to 2014. So I don't know why I'm only getting that. AMC, that's it. Well, okay, we'll just keep moving here. I'll get stuck. Okay, let's go back to his notes. 2 hour. Okay, confluence between, let's see what we got here. Confluence between 0141618 and the algo goes in from the retracement of previous wave 4. Okay, so A, B, 1, 2, 3 looks like that's in. So he's counting this as B, so that looks good. There's a nice clear 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like we've got our impulsive 3 back here to the channel that he's drawn. So we're in the pocket here between the 50 and the 618. Here's the algo target. It's got to be from that pivot. So he's drawing from the pivot of the 3 here, and here's our target. So we'd have ABC, ABC. WX, I suppose, possible. This looks technical, so it looks like we've already got one that's underway. Oh, Jesus. Log scale, golden zone. Right. Well, this look what they do here. So we get the reaction there, then we come back to the 50 to the tick. Now, where's the target, right? It skews to your eye because it's in log scale, but we already got that target. So then now you've got the next one is here, right? Swing back in the pocket between the 50 and the golden zone. That target's down here. So that looks actually pretty good. What's there? Is there anything to lean into? Yeah. Lo and behold. All right, that not too hard to spot. I think there might be some structural support there because once we launched, see that's how you can make that deduction. So once we launched here, we've yet to come back and test that. Yeah, did we get there? Pretty close. Pretty close. We didn't get there. So if this is 4, so if we're coming down for that last 5, boy, is this area juicy, right? Anywhere down here for a potential buy. Now, same. My suggestion, right? You learn it the hard way, learn it the easy way. Don't try and pick the turn. You don't need to, right? So here's the 618. That must be an APP. So we've got, but just off of the structure here, let it do that. Right? Show me the strength. Show me the higher low. Show me the higher high. Oh, okay, maybe I got something going here now. Now, what about right here? Do I know the low is in? Nope. What would be right there? If we got it. Pretty good free draw. From the next dominant, right? So do I know what's here? Do I know I'm done now? Oh, it's 1, 2, 3. Oh, of course. Right, so why would that be, an interesting spot? Well, one, this is about the time that retail goes, oh, it's safe, I can buy it. Must be the 3. We're going back up because they won't know that that's there. So this right. So this is what makes this really tricky, right? So there's no easy answer here other than the context. Okay, so if we start coming here, now what is it? How would you know? Right, it'd be very, very hard. So this is where the Elliott is. This is a good example. Right? It's just one more point because otherwise they don't have any context to what to put this in. Okay, I've got some geometry here, but is there anything other than the fact that I've got some geometry confluence down here that would tell me that potentially I've got all of the ingredients for a hard low here? That's where the Elliott adds value because I can look at the context and say, well, this is a pattern that I can recognize that's prone to repeat. Well, if I'm going to finish this 5 down here, I remember it's kind of a complex 5, but it's a 5 at this point in time, right? Well, here's the 1, 2, 3, 4. We're trying to finish the 5 down here. Now I can't. Right? Corrections never finish in 3s, ever. Per Elliott Wave, right? I mean, if you're an Elliottician, you're never looking for, unless it's an ABC, but then there's got to be 5 in the C, right? So we never finish with the 3, ever. So if you're looking at this and I got a 5 coming down here and I get that, what am I thinking? I'm thinking, well, I know why it's going to, again, I don't have this here, but if it were to get that reaction there, I know what I would be anticipating here is that I'd get a 5 because I just finished the 5 here. If I get this, well, then I got to reevaluate the count, right? Because I know I can't, if it's going to go down here, that can't be the low because I got to finish with a 5. So I got to recount this. So maybe you're down here going, oh, I guess it was 3, 4, and 5 is still down here, right? So that's just the reality of trading. Oh, I thought we were done. Well, so it's back to that phrase that I've kind of been leaning on lately. Again, not mine. I wish I could remember who I saw it on this tweet. I can't remember. It was another educator. It's not what the market does. It's what's the market supposed to do and doesn't. Right? So if I got down here and I had labeled that as 3, 4, 5, the market is supposed to, right, per Elliott Wave rules and guidelines here, my anticipation per the way I've labeled it, or here per the way this is labeled, is that I'm anticipating a 5. So if I don't get a 5, well, I got a problem, right? So something's wrong. What would you be anticipating, right? New lows. Down to the next level, down within this channel, right? So if you hit it here, right on the trend line at the golden zone, well, I mean, it could be right here at the target. But that context is really valuable because that's what the market is supposed to do. Right, well, that might be if I'm drawing it. All right, so we can't have 3 be the shortest. So if it were 1, 2, and we hit that right now, so there's another clue. Right, well, I got to have 3 can't be the shortest. Right, so if let's change it a little bit. Right, that can't be the 3 there. Right, if it's here, it could be, right, because 3 just can't be the shortest. Doesn't have to be the longest. Right, I could have this. I could have the extension in the 1 as long as I get a 5 here. Now, if I break that and I've got the 5, I know I got to go back 1. I got to go back to this one, right? So I got to get so that. Oh, now it's starting to make sense. Well, look here. I'm gonna anticipate some resistance here just off of the price action, just off of that structure here. I'm coming to a golden zone. I know an algorithm is going to be active there. So what's the market supposed to do in my mind as an Elliottician? Where's the next trade? Right there. Because I got all the ingredients, right? I've got the context I needed. I got a 5 to finish. I got a 5 to start. I sure as hell am not going to be finishing anything here. Right? Never, ever, ever, ever finishes in a 3. Ever. Right? That alone, think about that for a second. You've got a hard rule here now that can influence many, many trading decisions. Just off of that. Can't ever finish in a 3. So I got a 5 and I got a 3, right? And I got a correction. I've got a 5 being corrected by a 3. What am I looking for next, right? So it's just, you start putting the pieces together. Like, this is what the market is supposed to do. If it's not doing that, something's wrong in my analysis. Context that's what Elliott Wave gives you. Without it, it's not that you can't trade, obviously. It's just, it's an advantage, right? It's an advantage to you to apply the Elliott Wave. Not always, but here's a case, because there's sometimes you can't, I don't know what it is, right? Often I'll come up, I'll go, I don't know what it is. And I've been doing this for a long time, right? There are times where it hasn't revealed it enough. So you go, no trade for me. I don't know what it is. Oh, I think we got everything there. So you're just waiting patiently for this to come into all that confluence that you've got down here. This is really good looking work, gravity. Gravity anti, not to be confused with anti-gravity. Oh, here, let me keep moving here. How are we doing on time? Okay, so I've got Grant F. Well, his are always easy. Copy link. Grant makes it easy on me. So let me copy it. Usually I don't even have to make a copy, but all right, here's his signature. MicroStrategy, right? A little Bitcoin proxy. So he's giving it to me. We're outside of log scale here, which you could do it in log. You've got the range here. But since he gave it to me out of log, what do you got here? This is your 50. I got no labels there. That's your 50. That's your 6 minute. Oh, being fancy. He's not using the 65. Okay, right. Well, you can kind of eyeball it. So what do we got here? So we got a 1. Kind of buried under there. We got a 1. WXY into a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, leading diag into the 1 wave. What are we doing here? We're doing, that's a 5, that's a 3, that's a 5. All right, so this is interesting, right? So it's mighty deep. So this is a very, very low risk trade, right? So if this is 1 and we've gone A, B, C, right? Well, now we're in the PRC for potential PRZ, potential reversal zone here for the harmonic, for the shark. I'd get a corner here. Now, what he's doing, I'm guessing here, if I pull this over a bit, oh, those are going to be locked, right? So let me pull it over. Oh, everything's locked. Hang on. Let's get it right there. Okay, so we got our pivot. Now there's a 2 hour. So there's the reaction out of the PRZ. Now I'm gonna guess that, you know, I'd like to see a little more come out of that, and then maybe testing from, you know, for the entry from it's just that's how I do it, right? I just think it's a smarter way. So where I could do less risk here. He wants to give it a little bit more, so that's going to be where you're invalidating here, because at that point we'd be taking out this low, so the 1-2 is not a possibility. So very low risk. I mean, that's not a bad way to do it. I mean, you're getting what are we getting here? Oh, I can't even see it. Oh, 4-1, just shy of 7-1, and just shy of 9-1. And that's all assuming we're just going to work off of the corner, right? It's not a golden, but we get a corner pocket, so that 80% very much in play. And if it's going to, right, so per the context, right, if it's going to be a 1, 2, 3, well, okay, look at it this way. Boy, is this bullish, right? So it's either very bullish. Well, okay, so a couple of things, right? To simplify, could we simplify? Just in a range? Where's the ideal? I mean, if you could sweep the lows and then come back, right? Wouldn't surprise me. However, right, so that would invalidate this trade. The reason this trade makes sense is because I've got a confluence down here, and additionally, right, so we know this is a target. We know that, right? Every bear on the planet is going to be after that, right? Can they get them, right? Because they think that that's fuel. So the potential here is for it to sweep those lows and then rally, but that would kill the Elliott count, right? You couldn't call it a 2, right? We'd be taking that out. So the premise here is that this 5 is approaching its finishing point, and they won't be able to get it, right? So because that's a target, there'll be a push to get them. If they can't get it, right, then they got to cover. Oh fuck, I got to cover. Oh, well, okay. Oh, maybe they'll get it this time. Oh fuck, I should have covered the last time. Oh fuck. Oh well, maybe it's just in a range. It'll go back down to the bottom of the range. Oh fuck. Oh, I got to cover. Oh, I better cover. Well, now the breakout traders are going to come, right? Right. I would change it a little bit, right? Oh, they're going back to the lows. You just think about the other side of your trade. Who's on the other side? What are they thinking? If they can't get the stops there, look out. That's going to rip, which plays perfectly into the way he set this up. Where's the next resistance, right? The golden zone. Grant being difficult. I'm not using my... do you even have a 65 in here? Yes. There you go. That's where they flip. So you could be right here, right? And we know there's going to be resistance there. This is a good one, Grant. But this would be very interesting, right? So this is a great proxy for Bitcoin, right? So if you're watching this, if they get them, bad news for Bitcoin. Although, it'd be interesting to see. We could recount this.
Read Wonka's message on the chat.
I will. I will in a sec. But let's see, how could we do this, right? So we could still have a 1. This could be W, X, A, B, C, right? We could still get a 2 down here. Oh, pardon me. Not this 2. We could get. Let me get rid of that. We could get this 2. Okay, Woo Wonka. Sam, but the A wave after leading diag goes in 5 ways, and then B takes out the high. Wait a second now. The A wave after leading diag. Where are we? This A wave. A wave. This A wave after leading diag. Not sure which one he's talking about. So here, this is all 3s. This is A, B. So is he talking about this one? That does look like it's mislabeled, actually. So if this is A, B, no, oh, pardon me. I see what it is. He's confused, right? So in the harmonic, they call it's X, A, B, C, D. That's not to be confused with A, B of an Elliott count. So actually, that's the problem. Here, fuck. Let me hide that. Oh, I hid the wrong thing. Let me try
So
again.
essentially, it's another type of analysis, not to be
Well,
confused with this.
it's just the way they label it, right? For a
Right, right.
harmonic, it's X, A, B, C, D. So I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
hide that. Fuck. Here, let me get that. Hide. There we go. Okay. But now that said, I think this is what Wu Wonka was looking at. He was saying, well, wait a minute, that looks like that's labeled as a B and it's in 5 waves. But it's part of the ABC, right? So it is 5 waves. I knew Grant wasn't going to miss that. There's 5. There's the 3, right? This is the expanded B, right? So here's the B, and we go down for the C. Wu Wonka, do you follow that? A in the 5, B is a 3, and the C is a 5. Right? That would have shocked me if Grant had missed that. Well, plus it's too easy, right? Okay, I think we got it. Oh, D-Raj, nice. Okay, so this great proxy. Everybody who's watching Bitcoin, which I'm assuming is everybody on here, should have this somewhere, right? This will be very interesting to see what happens here. If we even get there, and if we don't get there and start to go, good news for Bitcoin. Okay. Oh, Wu Wonka, you changed your handle. Well, Happy New Year to you too. Wu Wonka is. Oh, how long has he been with us? 6 months. Oh boy, his work gotten so much better. But he's changed his handle to WuWonka.cosmos. So that must be his fave. Okay, let me do this. Okay, let me keep going here. What are you thinking here? We're doing Luna and GALA. Luna? Where's Luna? Luna? Oh. Happy New Year. It's kind of nice to see. All right. Well, thanks for that, Wu Wonka. Or do I call you? Wait. Oh, no. You changed your handle back again. All right. So let's do Luna here first. You were Tres Hombres or something this morning. Oh, this looks interesting. Okay. I like this. Okay, so this I used to use a lot, but then people were copying it. You don't need it. It was just to grab the point of that. A lot of people see that. It's just so I can grab those pivots. I used to use it a lot. I still do. It's in my templates. Okay, so we're not. No, we are in log scale. Okay, so I'm assuming we're thinking 1, 2. Oh, I got your stuff here. That always happens. I get the, oh fuck, what do I here? Okay, so there's a 38. I'm going to guess in log, we can't even look at it, right? Or out of log. 1, 2. I don't think that's helping us here. 1, 2. Oh, this is nice work. Oh, this is very good, right? So ascending triangle. Nice work there, Wu Wonka. Right. Again, after a while, you'll know, because you might have been thinking, 3. Oh, there's the 1, 1, 2. Oh, wait, it doesn't work. Right. As soon as you're thinking, that doesn't work, triangle's got to pop into your head somewhere. Spot entry at 5.9. Sold completely. Okay, looks like you got a nice trade out of this. 1. Oh, fuck. Okay, we'll just go with the 3. I think it might be over here. So there's your 3. So 1, 2, 3, triangle 4, 5 for the 3 relative to this 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sold completely at 96. So you got this piece of it here. It looks like. Yeah, you did. Oh wow, you nailed it. Great trade. Well. That's a daily. Let me go. Oh shit. Let's go to a 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So you're kind of stuck with that. ABC. It's a good 2. Skinny 3. So it's a classic diag, right? So this is a battle to try and. That's always what's happening in a diagonal. That's why in an impulse, right, it has a very different look to it. Here, this trend is getting a little bit tired. So thus all the overlaps as bulls and bears are fighting it out. Right here, it's just bang on, right, sideways. So note here, so this is sharp, right? Sharp, I always fuck, it's probably a WXY. So, but hard, fast, and sharp. Here we get the 4. We get this. Pardon me. We could do it either way. You could really do it either way. So the triangle is part of the internal. So you could say ABC here, short and sharp. Now we get sideways. Nice guidelines of alternation into the 5. It's been tempting to think 1. No, we couldn't have done it. We've been tempting to think 1, 2, but we overlap here. So the way he's got it labeled here makes the most sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 1, 2. Looks like we don't get 100 there, do we? So you're dependent. Oh, yeah, you missed it, right? So you're dependent on this next leg here. You've got to be sure there's because there'll be an invalidation point here if we get, right, 3 can't be the shortest. So right now, 3 is shorter than 1, so this would be a clear point where you'd know, okay, something else is happening here because I cannot, right? It's more context, more advantage to Elliott here because I can eliminate a possibility here if we're going that high. If. Looks like we're up headed for this pivot up here, but what is that setting up is potentially a rather significant correction. If this is the pivot here off of this, we'd be, let's get that one off. If we complete the impulse up here, what are we looking for? Oh, we're just going to take you really don't even need anything but that. Here's the impulse. All right, we can see it's a clear 5. Right now we're not up here yet. What are we looking for next? All that structure. Up we go. Right, it would play nicely with. Now, this will be interesting, right? So if Luna can rally, Bitcoin's still on the floor. If we can come out of here and finish this. I don't see any different way to count that. RSI looks good, and like you want to see it get over 50, right? For that kind of a trend. Momentum down, of course. Watching for squeezes, right? So that's a nice squeeze indicator. Although it's not called squeeze, it's max momentum, but those little dots are the squeezes. Good crosses here on the Elliott Wave Oscillator. So you're looking for that to cross back up. Right, so that needs to get back over 0 and go green. Then you'd be looking for some divergence up there at that high. Right, that's what I'd be watching for. How's the divergence look? Looks like you'd be done there, but you're setting up. Well, here's what you're looking for the next buy zone. Now, market doesn't always cooperate. It doesn't always say, "Oh, well, shit, we're coming right back to the 50." It would make sense, though, right? So here, prior 3-4, I'd be paying attention to that area there. Nothing says it has to go to the 50. And again, we're in log scale 50. So to go from what would be up here, 166 to 24, something ugly is happening with Luna. Oh, I suppose you can take it out of log scale, but I don't know if that's going to make it any easier to get a handle on. Let's assume we got it out of here. It sure is not going to look as frightening if you're doing that as the way it looks in log scale. But you'd still be down here in the 70s. That actually is not a bad spot. So how would you reconcile that? Remember, if you're doing your analysis in log, just be mindful of switching it to accommodate. So you'd have to go down to something like an hourly and reduce the range that you're looking at. So you're not looking at 4 times the range. Now this looks pretty good as a corrective move here. All right, so now I'm looking for 60 to 100. I could probably take it out of log here. Oh, this looks like it was technical. First, second. I got that pretty easily. So this looks like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, shit. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. Looks like that could be done. So we could probably label that up. Looks like that's good, right? It's part of that diagonal we were just looking at. So if we're going to do it in a diag, let's go to the 2 hour here and look at it a little bit more. This is it's the downside, right? So what looks like what we're after here is a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 diag, because that's clearly a 5. This is clearly a 3. This is a I don't think you're getting an ABC out of that. Looks like this would have to be the 3 of the inside. 5. So thus 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. So you're looking for 1, 2. Well, that's important to recognize because otherwise you'd be looking for an ABC here to finish this, and you're looking for a 5 because you had a 5 here, a 5 here. So 1, 2. That's deep for the 2, but it would play. What's up next? Big 3. Always good in a diag to look for the relationship between the start of the 1 through the pivot of the 3. What do we do? Golden zone. It's probably the most consistent thing you'll see of any technical approach, right? It's just over and over and over and over again. As I've said many times, it's the DNA of the market. It's how it moves. It's not why it moves. It's how it moves. All right, that's nice work, Wonka. And a Happy New Year to you as well. Wait, I've got 2 in here, I think. I've got, this one. I don't know this one. GALA. Do you know this one, Monty? I don't know what they do. I don't know anything about them.
Yeah, it's a meta.
Oh, it is?
Kind of thing.
Okay.
They've got creating a bunch of games and things like that.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going from 0.008 to 85. So I'm kind of tempted to check the log in that. I sure would be paying attention there. 1, 2. Let's stay with what he's got here. Well, Well, all right. I don't think that's one relative to this. I mean, even in log scale, you're basically just saying, okay, this is all just the shit of it hitting the exchange at first, and we don't really get any structure until we get to right here. So when I do that, I want to make sure that I've got identified where I'm starting the count. Now this looks a little bit better. I'm a little tempted to do this, and I'll tell you why. This is something I've talked about. I want all of this to be self-contained. Come here. I want all of this to be self-contained. Right. I don't want to do. Here's what I absolutely want to try and avoid. 1, 2, 3. I want this to all be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'd be considering this as an alternate, right? So we're not done yet here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just measure it. 272, our second most common. So I think you're too quick to discount this. So 1, 2, 3. That's a little iffy in there. Well, we are on a daily. Let's go to a 12-hour. 1, 2. 3. If this is 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, you're gonna have to dig it out of there. I don't love that. No. You're kind of ending up with exactly what I don't like. So think of it this way: if this is the 2 and this is the 3, the 4, right now that has better structure, because comparing the 2 to the 4, as opposed to 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I'm going to do it this way, looks like we've broken that golden. So let's rethink this. Okay, so there's 1, 2. Let's do it this way. If that's the 2, that's my 3. Well, I'm in the pocket here. Now, this is trading principle number 3. If we're not going to pivot, we're going to hover around it while it decides, is it going lower parallel or upper parallel? You don't really have much to work with there from a price action. That's all wick, so I would just go with the bodies here. I like the count here, A, B, C, right? So this doesn't look like a 5, so the A, B, C makes sense into a W. Well, that plays, it looks like it's a triangle, right? So it looks like it's A, triangle B into the C. So we get a good X here, A, B, C. Well, I'm going to guess that's technical. All right, so let's just tee that up. You got a little break there, it looks like. I zoom in. A couple of wicks, right? So that's a negative for bears, but apparently they stayed with it. Oh, actually, let's check here. Did they go back one? There it is. Right, so when it misses like that, that's the next thought. Is there another one I could pull from? Because look here, because all right, so looking at that, you go, what that? Because if it was going to do it here, it would likely have done it here. The fact that we get through, what's the immediate thing? You got to check this one. Well, maybe the shit, they could have used this one. So what you want to find is one that they used previously. So it could be this one, and I say that because it looks like they used it. Right, there's 50 to the tick, right? So we know they used this one, right? The algo used it. So to come back to here would make sense, right? Golden zone. Median line, remember, right? If it's not going to, you had all the ingredients here. Well, you had your 80% right here, right? We got it. Back to the outer parallel, back to the median line. But now as we drift lower here, this is a reasonable spot to forecast. Looks like we can't be done here. We're looking for 5, right? Remember, can't finish in 3. Oops, we can't finish in 3 ever. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're working on 5. Looks like. So we're in log, so you can't use a regression channel, which I like. It's the annoying part of log. Right there. So I just do these because I'm used to the colors. Okay, so right on the edge here. So what would you be anticipating here? If we get any sort of a bounce here, you'd have to be mindful of that just continuing. So something has to break the pattern here, because right now I've got swing, lower, high. I got lower, low. Right. If I pop back up here, right, I got the potential here for just trend continuation. Oh, I got another lower high. Now, do I get a low? Something has to change, right? So you have to get a change of character, right? So if we, lower low, trend still going on. Now, so here, something changes. I get a higher low, right? Right on the median line would make sense. There's no structure over here, so you're probably looking down here, which, well, it looks like you got. All right, it would be unusual to pivot right in the middle of a bar like that, right? Because it would be down here, maybe this structure, but right in the middle of it, that would be very surprising for it to hold that. WX, we're still looking for Y of a 4. Put the whole thing back together. I think you got reasonable chance for one more kick out of there to go up and get that 5. I get you. Oh, fuck. Is it locked? Do you see that, Will Wonka? I mean, I just think it just fits better, right? The structure, right, plays better. It fits an Elliott, the right look idea better. So I wouldn't shy away from any sort of, right here is where, if I had a volume profile on here, you'd have a little high volume node here because we stalled here. So this is a reasonable spot where you could anticipate some size could come back in here. I mean, whatever the size is in GALA. Right now, can you get that followed by the higher low, right? So to test the median line from above after banging the outside channel would be just right? You can't ask for it any better, right? That's a trade you take. Look, additionally, what you'd be testing the channel from the break of the channel and then come back and revisit the channel. So we'd have technical confluence. You'd also likely be looking for the algo play there, right? So we'd have this. So there, you want to get right there. Right, as that comes down, right, assuming, right there, I'm testing the median line, I'm testing the downsloping trend line that I broke, now I'm testing from above, I'm at the golden zone, I'm at this prior structure, there's the trade right there. Right there, I want to get long, stop under the pivot. Because, right, don't do this, don't go, I want to give that plenty of room. Well, maybe it's going to go to the golden zone. Well, maybe it's this next, right, there's the mistake, right? There is no mistake. There is no mistake the market doesn't punish, because even if you got away with it, right? Think about it. If you got away with it here, you're more likely to do it the next time. And one of these times it'll bury you, right? Because
the link I just sent you to pull up too as well. I've had this chart, been watching it for quite a while. and it lines up with your area.
Oh, good. Let me see. You've been tracking this one, GALA?
Yeah, I shorted it.
Oh, beautiful.
I shorted it from 78.
Oh, yeah, right in the pocket.
Yeah, it was.
Well, so
it was
you'd be
outside of the fork,
yeah, right. Yeah.
outside of the modified shift pitch fork.
Yeah.
And I had some perfect pull entries there, or perfect pull targets.
Nice.
And it squeezed a little bit, but I gave it 48 hours outside, and if it broke back in, then I was good.
Right, it's a good, smart way to play it. So really, what's happening here, right? Longs are retail's getting baited into being long here, right? Now look how far that's gone, right? Now we've broken the structure here. You know that's liquidity up there, right? So that's just an ideal spot to trap retail long. Bring them back down.
Yeah, because they're thinking $1. Oh, here we go. We're going to $1.
Yeah, of course, right? That's always what retail's thinking. It's just going to keep going.
Yeah, and I think they also had an event, like an real life event that week, and it was just basically hype into it.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's just like, "Oh my God, here it goes! It's going to go to $1." And then right before the event or during the event, was the high.
Also note, right, going from one edge of the median lines. Remember, the market draws these lines for us. Stop for a second. Remember that. It's not like we're magically drawing these in. The market draws them for us. Right? So right now to the outer edge. So when it was here, did you think it was going here? How many people thought it was going here? I'm going to guess very few. Right? How many retail traders had a modified shift on this, recognized the throw over here, and knew that if we didn't pause here, we were likely going here? I would tell you less than 1% of 1%. Right? So Monte Crypto is using some language you may not recognize there if you want to learn what he's talking about by a Monte Perfect Pull or some of the things that are totally unique to his approach. Come back on Wednesday. All right, I think we got that one covered. Okay, I'm going to go back here. Frayed 57. All right, that'll be good. What do we got, Frayed? We're doing... What? Oh, I think we looked at this last week here, so this must be a follow-up. Oh, look at the markets all the way back. Broke the IB highs. Well, the ES is at the IB high, right? So it looks like the whole thing this morning is just a very typical whale sale. They prefer to buy it lower and sell it higher. It's funny how that works for them. All right, what are we doing here? One. Frayed. What are we doing, Frayed? We're on a 4-hour here. I got to pull this shit. See, I can never quite see like what our context is. I got to pull back here. Okay, so we got a good 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So leading diag. All right, so no, look here. This is beautiful. All right, great work, Fred. Now, interesting, so he's doing this outside of log, right? So, I mean, we could look at it in log, and it's not going to be as good. All right, so here, this is quite good. All right, so monster 1. Oh, it's complex, right? But here's just the basic, right? There's a nice big 3 into a B. So while it's complex, right, it's just a 3. Here's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's an impulse. Oh shit! So that's actually somewhat unusual that you have the ingredients of a diag without the overlap. All right, so 1, 2, 3, we don't overlap here. My first thought was a leading diag, but it's not. We just get the extension in the 5th of the impulse. Interesting. So 1, 2. He's labeling it a 1, although you wouldn't have known, right? So I mean, I'm going to assume, right? This would have been easy to be thinking, 3. 1, 2, oh, okay, maybe that's our 3, and there's the 4, and up we go. With this, the depth that we've gone here, which looks like, Jesus, is that a 65 to the 10? Oh, it looks like we might have a slight break there. If we come right back to this golden zone here, the depth of that retracement would make you think, oh, no, more likely 1, 2, 1, 2, even though that could have been a 3, because it's an impulse, not a diag. Okay, so we got our 1618. Okay, so I'm going to guess that's the length of the 1 projected from the 2. So there's the 1618. Here's the 1. There's the. Okay, so I'm just going to hide those now that I know what you're doing there. Okay, so we've got 1, 2. Looks like we broke down here. Oh, God. That's about as close as it gets. So certainly they stayed with it. Now we spot on there. Do you see the little very tiny breaks down here? Wicks, right? So you'd be, at that moment, you'd be thinking advantage bears, right? But obviously they stayed with it. Well, not necessarily, because you can't confirm it until they get to the target, right? So for this one here has a target, and it doesn't have a target on it. So let me add it. The entire length of that one from that pivot is going to have a target right here. Well, if we get that, all right, remains to be seen. We'll look at that in a second. Is that likely to be the end of the 3? Probably not. 1, 2. If this is the 2, if it's going to hold as the 2, which I think we'd have to push it over here now, since we had the slight break here. So all of this would have to come over slightly. Actually, let me look in there. How are you counting that? Oh, I'll be damned. You can do it that way. I should have known he wouldn't have missed that, because that happened right here. So here's the Jesus, that is really close. That's the low, right? So he can get away with that here just barely. Hey, market does this every now and then. So there's the low, perfect double bottom. What a great example. What's retail thinking as it's coming down here? Going to the floor. I mean, to the tick. Tick. What are they thinking here? Oh, well, it's going to break for sure this time. Oh, I'm going hard short here. Great. That's why you never, ever enter there. Ever. It's just dumb. It's dumb trading. Take my word for it and learn it the hard way like I did. Okay, so coming out of here, 1, 2, whew, that's a skinny 2, 3, 4. So we overlap. So we have to do it as a diag. So it's, yep. Okay, so we're gonna do 3, 3, A, B, C into the 3, 4. Here's the overlap. There's the leading diag into the A. Oh, that's good work, Fred. Nice work here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Extension in the 5th. A, B, 1, 2, 3. Triangle 4 into the 5. Oh, very sexy. That's really good. Good detail in here as well. That's a tricky count to get. A, B, C, D, E. Nice. Kicks the 5. 1, A, B. That's skinny. Right? So take note here. This would be something you would just either making a mental note or the way that Gravity Anti had written it down. Okay, I got a sharp and simple correction in the 2. All right, just a heads up for the potential alternation that I'd have, assuming I get up here to a 4 relative to that 2. Well, if that's 1, 2, that's not going to be 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'm at 8. Let's go to a 4. These are tricky. This is very good work. 1, 2, 1, 2. Whew, again, some of these are within ticks of invalidation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the 3 here, 4. That gives us the impulse in the 3. A, B, C into the 4. Up for the 1, A, B. Big ripping 2. I'm sure this has been hard to trade. So here's the 1. Here's the 5. Right? I think we can all agree that's an impulse. Well, you might have been thinking, oh, I'm done here. Well, maybe, right? But then, or here now, here's where we invalidate. We do have an invalidation here, so we cannot call this the 2 here anymore. It looks like this would have happened after he posted it. All right, so he wouldn't miss that. So we got a problem there. So that can't be the 2. Pardon me. This can't be the 2. We can still finish down here because we do get a 5 that finishes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C, W, X. It's like we're working on that, but here's where we invalidate. So we got plenty of headroom there. I'm gonna take these off just so I can figure out where we are here. 1. So what are we after here? Here's an ABC into a W. Oh, looks like we're gonna have to relabel that. Well, see, he had thought, okay, this was ABC, and we had gone 1, 2, but we can't now with that overlap. So how else could we do it? So this has to be an X. So let's see here. I'm just gonna. Well, we got to relabel that. We could do it. Okay, so we'd have to do it this way. I think you'd have to do it. Oh, fuck. Something along those lines here. So we can just point these out as we come to them. What's retail thinking right here? To the moon. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I know that's probably dangerous here, but I'm going to buy it anyway. See ya. All right. Let's label it. W, X, Y is what we're after here. So we're going to have to change it because the way what's happened. All right. So there's a good example. Counts change all the time. That can't be a problem for you, or Elliott's not for you, right? You just have to flow with it. Okay. Well, it wasn't that. So what's next in terms of what it could be? Well, if that's a 3, right? I can't have a 5 here with this overlapping. So, oh fuck! Actually, let's see. We could do in this context, you couldn't do it. I guess, shit, could we do it? I guess we could. Actually, we could do a flat here. We could do a 3. We could, if this is an ABC, we could do a 3 here. So we could do a 3, 3, and then we could do 1, 2. We could be working on 3, 4, 5. So you have the potential for a flat here, right? So flat just being a 3, 3, 5, right? So now you need to finish with 5. Remember, we never, ever, ever finish with 3. So if we come down here in a 5, now I got, well, the flat you'd be looking for closer to the, right? So now could we be done here? This would actually be a textbook flat in the 2, right? So couldn't we get that into a 5? Doesn't look like we could yet. So you're kind of in a box here. This is either a W, X, and we're looking for A, B, C to be done here, or it's a flat, and we're going to go 3, 3, and we're looking for, see, it doesn't look like it could play as well here. So if that's 1 and that's 2, and we were working on the 3 down here, well, then you're thinking 3, 4, 5, and now we're kind of beyond, that would be not impossible, but unusual for a flat, right? The idea in a flat is that we go sideways, flat, not that we get this kind of a move. So that would make me think all the more WX, and then we're going to do an ABC over here to finish, right? So if this is AB, remember we need 5 to finish. So we'd already have to relabel this a little bit, which he knows that I'm doing this only because it's invalidated before he posted it. 1, 2, so I think all this has to come out. Oh, we need a C there. Let's go down to a 30. Do we have it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That works. That's a little gnarly. I might have to do it this way. Then go A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Diag into the, yeah, it's a diag. So because we overlap. So there's your X. Now, can we finish the C? 1, A. 3 into the B. That looks like 1, 2. Well, can we get it done here? 1, 2. Oh, that doesn't look good. Doesn't look like we're ready yet. We're not ripe. Oops. If as labeled, that's X, and we need to finish with 3, A, B. That sure looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. Well, let's measure. Let's see how far we are. All right, so when in doubt, measure twice, cut once. Candidate. Banging the 38. Okay, that can make sense. 1, 2, 3. We're not quite, pivot to the tick. I think the bigger problem, it doesn't look like this impulse is done. Right? So if that's the 1 of the impulse. So if this is 1, 2, we need an impulse here. So if we keep that labeling going, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get you down here. Put you in white, right? So now remember, I just looked at that and we were kind of like, oh, it's not quite the 1, 2, 7, not quite the 1, 6, 1, 8. So that might be your insight into why this is not done yet. So then we can play this out pretty nicely here. Kick back to the 4 to that prior structure, down for the 5. This would give me, oh shit, what is that? I got to take that. I got to take that up a degree. This would be, no. So this has to come over here. So that's the ABC of the W. So that just degree is too big. Okay, so W, X, A, B. Doesn't look like it's done. We need to come down here, finish that impulse. Now, so I say that. Another good example. Okay, so if this is going to play as an ABC, the market is supposed to give me an impulse here, right? And I got to have an impulse here. If it's 1, 2, I got to have an impulse in the 3. So remember, it's not what the market does. It's what the market is supposed to do and doesn't. So if I don't get this and I get this, right, I got to rethink what's here. But right now, this would be exactly what the path you'd be anticipating per the Elliott count in the context, right? Because I'm looking for a 3. I need a 5 to finish the C to finish the Y, right? Hopefully that makes sense, right? So I need all that to finish. This would have to go up, right? So A, B, C to finish this. A, B, C. Now let's pull that all the way back out. Where would that put us? If it's 1, 2, this is the, so fuck. Where's that 2 connected to? Is that over here? Yeah, is that? Yeah, that is it. So that's got to go up to something we're not going to miss. So this actually goes here. Fuck, did we get that right? 1, 2. Okay, so we'd have to relabel here likely if we're going to go this deep, because if this is 1, 2, 1, well, let's have a clear invalidation point would be right here, but let's look at that. So we've already broken from this pivot, right? So we've already broken, pardon me. Look at that, we got a perfect ping right here, but we broke it here. So this is the key level right here. It has to hold for this count to stay valid. The market is supposed to hold that. Now, interestingly, this one has had all of these very, very near breaks, right, within ticks of invalidation. Maybe we hold it. This would be the 50 from the low, right? Remember, I drew that, right? So that this would be the 50. You might find yourself expanding a B wave up here. I'm not sure. It doesn't look like they'd be related. It doesn't look like you'd relate this to this in any way, right? So it looks like this is self-contained. But this is a bit of a problem here, especially with the break here. So where's the next pivot you'd have to go to, right? So this would invalidate the count if we're coming down lower. But all right, so what will we pull from this one? That's kind of random. That's such a, okay, maybe, right? But did they use it? Well, you'd have to be sure it was used, right? Because it's such a secondary pivot. I'd be concerned, right? Well, it looks like they used it. Does that make sense as to why? So at first it looks like, oh, let's just randomly grab something. Well, if it's a, not a dominant pivot, it's just kind of somewhere in the count in there. I want to be sure that they used it, right? That the algo used it. Did they use it here for a 50? Right, so it's both a 618 and a 50. So I know it was used, right? And here's the target, right? So they definitely used it. Right, then we come here, right? There it is, got to target. So you always look for, if you're down here going, what fuck, do I use this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one? Find out which one they used, right? That the algo used, and then start there. And then does that make sense, right? So we know they used this. Let me get it right on that pivot. Right on that pivot. So you go through all that and you're like, shit, why is it pink? Why is there support there? Look, the volume there. Wonder why. So, but see, here's what the person doesn't know. Oh, I see it. I know what it was. It was just the price action here, right? It was just this prior pivot. Well, they're not incorrect. But I would tell you that's not why it stops there. That's why it stops there. Does it matter? Well, Not really in terms of here, because you could deduce that, oh, it's a price action. I got it. Okay, prior resistance becoming the support. It doesn't really matter here. Where does it matter? Here, right? Because if it's coming up here, oh, why does it stop there? If it stops there, right? That's where it matters, right? You could for whatever reason, right? They're running the stops that I mean, another just textbook. Can it get any more in your face as to what what they did here? Right? Liquidity provider, exchange, whomever, running the stops, right? Oh, come on, right? You don't even have to wonder. There were a shitload of stops sitting right there. Those people bummed. Oh, fuck. They got my stop. Well, so I guess I should short it here. Guess I should go short because I don't want to miss it. That's what retail does. They're always wrong. Well, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say it that way. There are going to be retail traders that shorted that because of the break here. Oh, I got stopped out. Oh, I better go short. They're not always wrong, right? They're not always wrong. But in mass, generally, they're going to be on the wrong side. Not always. Fuck, look at AMC, fuck the meme stocks. They're not always wrong. But if you're again, trying to think into the head of who is selling it there. And if they're selling it there, what are they thinking? Why would they sell it there? Do they not know that the golden zone is there? Probably. Is it a FOMO trade? Probably. Right? Would they be vulnerable here, right, to the FOMO? Right? That's what a market maker would do, right? A traditional market maker, right? They're going to entice shorts in here, grab as much liquidity as here, and then jam it, right? So why do I say that like I actually know it? Because look at the reaction here. Look how far that goes off of this, right? Just complete rejection whip. So somebody has to be baited into selling it here. Probably not a pro. All right, let me keep moving there. That's good work, Frade. I think this one is not ripe yet. So you got a green banana here. I'd definitely be watching because all of this technical price action is very intriguing, but I don't think it's there yet to be thinking, oh, one or swing retrace. I don't think it's ripe yet. But your work is sure good. Right now you got a little bit screwed here because that changed your count before you posted it, but I know that. Okay, and we finish up. I think this is our last one, Zafar. What do we got here? Zafar doing Neo. Yeah, I have Neo as well. Let's see if you came up with the same thing I did. Oh, wow. Okay, let me make a quick copy here. Okay, let me save that. Okay, we're going out to a daily. Oh, I got a lot of lines here. Oh, mouse shoulder kicking in. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, Zafar. I know you know what you're doing here. So we're going to go 3, 4, 5. So we're going to go leading diag. I like that. Okay, so, well, let's give it a little more. Probably A, B, C into that. All right, so sure looks like that's impulsive. This is kind of a squirrely 3, but I guess we'd call that a 3. This, oh, actually, I take it back, right? So it looks like we got to go A, B, C. So this looks like it's W, X, Y. Because, well, so why do I say that? Okay, so what do we just, I've kind of harped on. We can never, ever finish in a 3. Can't do it. Well, when I say that, if you're applying Elliott Wave, right, that you would not call that, and you'd have to call that an ABC. You'd have to. Well, fuck, how do I finish? You just told me I can't finish with the 3. Well, how do I do it? W, X, Y. So you'd have to, I mean, this wick, you kind of got to deal with it. 5, 3, 5. We never finish in a 3 unless it's part of an ABC, right? It would have to be part of an ABC or a WXY. That's the only way you can do it, right? So again, it forces you into, okay, well, what am I anticipating next? Well, what did I get next? Right? What is the market supposed to do? Right? Did it do what I was anticipating per my Elliott Wave count that it was going to do? Yeah, I got an impulse. Oh, pardon me. I got a diag. Kind of a funky one. Unusual. So I know I don't even have to check because I know he would know to check that. So it looks like, we're in log. That's why, right? Because it looks a little askew to your eye. Right. Now remember, longer is longer. It doesn't have to be longer in log to qualify, right? So you can see here's the 100, so it's definitely longer. Right? So don't misinterpret, oh shit, it didn't go 100. Right? Remember, you're in log scale. So longer is longer. Arithmetic means it's longer. Okay, so I know Zafar is not going to miss that. So 1, 2, 3, ABC, ABC. See, that's good work, right? So we've got the diag here, and we've got all the ingredients here: 3 longer than 1, 5 longer than 3. So you've got a nice leading diag here. Oh, wow, this is a complex. Okay, so do you see what we've got here? So he's going, Jesus, biggest pain in the ass. Okay, so I've got, how are we doing it? Okay, so we're going to go, well, let me break in there a little bit. How are we doing this? So you're going, okay, I see it. Okay, so you're going triangle here. A, B, C, D, E. So it got a little funky when I changed the time frame. So that's your final C. A, B, C, W. I got you. Okay. No, pardon me. This W would have to be here because we can expand the B. Okay, so we're going to have to go, fuck. I don't love that. To tell you what, I think you could do that. You could simplify this. The triangle's right, but I think you want to go here. Oh, fuck. No, let's do it this way. We got to do it this way. A, B, C. I'm getting a little iffy here. Here, I'm not going to do you on the fly here. So let's just stay with what you've got. So he's having... how are we getting there? If this is the W, it's got to be connected to an ABC. So you're going to have to go A, B, C. All right, we can live with it. I was thinking maybe we had to do A, B, C. Maybe not. If that's the A and that's the B, so the B has to come over here. So this has to be the W, right? So you're doing it here, A, B, C. Okay, let's go with it. So W, X, A, B, C into the Y. Yeah, well, that works, right? So A, B, C. Remember, it's the same thing, right? We can't finish with 3, right? So it's got to be part of an A, B, C. So that gives us the Y here. Let's take that up a degree or two. Right? W, X, Y. There's the impulse. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, sideways 4, 5 of the 3. There's a flat. See that? There's a nice little flat. All right, so 3, 3. You know, well, fuck. Can we do that? Might have to do that as a WXY. Shit, I don't know. Does it matter? Doesn't matter. Okay, so WXY 1. Oh, what are we doing here? Oh, I see what he's doing. Didn't label it. Okay, so we're going to go A, B, C to get into that Y. Okay. That's good work. 1. Oof. Can we do it? I don't think we can now. I think we're out of luck here. So we got to go. Okay, this is getting tricky. All right, so I got to hide some of these lines here just so I can see what's going on. Okay, this channel I like. This, this is part of your, I'm going to hide that. That's part of your diag. This is the channel we're in. I don't know what that is. This looks like it's just, we're playing off of this. All right, well, so do you see, I'm assuming you guys see the problem here, right, with this count, right? We've invalidated that low, right? So the correction, we're a little fucked here. Okay, so this can't be, how are we going to do that? We can't call that a 5. because this low has been broken. So we have to call it, either we truncate the C. I don't fucking like that, actually. So we're going to have to do this as, fuck, do we have to do W? I think we have to do it this way. So we have to do W, X, Y is where we are here. Oh, fuck me. Come here. I think we have to do W, X, Y for the time being. Now, there could be another XZ on that. I'm going to just leave them over here. A, B, C, W. I don't like it, but I think you gotta use that as an X. I'd go, well, let's see. So we've got 3, so we'd have to go A. So you can do the WXY into an A, B, and you have to do the C down here. So, right, so WXY into an A, right? So if it's a 3, we got to figure out a way to make that work. And this is a 3, so if it's 3, 3, now we need 5. Right, so the WXY qualifies us for a 3 here. A, B, C gives us the B here. Doesn't matter if we're doing it. I'm changing his count a little bit. So A, I wouldn't, so you'd have to do it this way. Let's just do it this way. So here. A, B, oh, fuck me. All right, so that is what I want. Well, let's just do it that way. A, B, so we're coming down here. I'm going to get rid of that. So this is going to have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're looking to finish in 5 if we can. 1, 2, oof, I hate that. I might be stuck with it. So you see what I don't like here. I don't like to connect. I don't want this 4, if I can avoid it, I don't want this 4 to be related to this tiny little 2. Right? If I can avoid it. It's much like Bitcoin. I want to be finished here. So how could we do that? 1. Here, let's just relabel it. I have to do 1, 2. Oh fuck! I don't know what it matters. 3, 4, 5. I want to be done down here. Same as Bitcoin. I want to be done here. I don't want this related to that. So we finish it here. Oh fuck! I don't know that it matters too terribly much. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you can finish it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. So that does work. 1, 2, 3, 4, free fall 5. That's where I would start. Well, so now if we break that, we're gonna have to turn this into a WXY. So it looks like this is, we're gonna have to use these two. Yeah, this one might need a little more time on this one. This one's a tricky one. It looks like I can finish here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want that to finish there. I don't want that. This might be one I'm gonna have to spend a little more time on it. I had it. Right, and any here where I don't get, I'll put them. Well, members, I'll post it in this channel, and any YouTubers, I'll put it under. I did that last week on the one that was brutal. I put it under the comments. So if you look under in comments, there'll be one for me. I'll give you the finished count on this. I think I had this over here. This is what I was looking at. Because I think we looked at this the other day. Same thing. So A, triangle B, C, W, X, A, B. This is what I was teeing off of. So as we ping that 50, as we hit this structure here, oh, I don't know why this is so much more difficult here. A, B, I want to finish this down here. I still think we're ripe here for a potential 2 to come into this. because this is well, that's the COVID low. Yeah, so we almost the same count. WXABC, looking to finish that down here. Oh, kind of hard to miss all that. So if we're not going to pivot here outside parallel towards that golden zone where I'd be chomping at the bit for this. Now, I want to, if I can get a golden, all the better. I want to go to original recipe there. And I want to go to, that's what I'd be looking for. So if somewhere down in here, I think this is a algo play too. All right, we're in the pocket. There's the target. So here's just, this is just a simpler version of it. Maybe I don't have to revisit it. Swing, here's the X in the pocket, right into that structure. Oh, I can't remember if there was another pivot here. It was a little more precise here, but you can see why we pivot there, right at the double top. A, B, now trying to finish with the C. So, oh, the 1-2 is a little tricky here. We might have to live with that. Coming down in the imbalance between the 2 and the 4. Wouldn't be the first time I'd ever seen it, but if I can avoid it, I'd prefer. You know, I don't know that this would have any more significance because we've really already, the market has already responded to it here. Now we're going up. Now we responded to it, you know, in this range. I don't know that there's enough there. I'd be working off of something that hasn't been tested yet, which kind of brings you back into this same area here. So this target down here for a front run on the golden zone, if we're coming down here, I'd be interested, right, for that. Now, I'm not going to just buy it there blindly because one, an algo target is not a buy signal, right? And we would be just shy of the golden zone. So what am I going to look for? I don't want that. I want that. Right? That's what I'd be looking for. Now, if I got here, right, it's just, I'm going to take you right back to where we started with Bitcoin. If I got right here, what would I be a little bit worried about when we started? So note the median lines, right? So what am I trying to get to? If I'm going to get a true third, I'm looking for a third way the fuck up here. Way up here. So, right, you put that together knowing your trading principles, right? If you don't know them, you learn them or join us and get into the blue belt where we're going to drill them into your head. You'll never forget them. So I've got a swing. I've got an impulse. I'm working on a complex 3. Right, so here's the 3 I'm trying to use to correct this impulse here. Right, so far so good. If I come down here, I get this pivot here. Now, if I'm right here, what's the concern? Right. Well, remember trading principle number 4. If we don't get to the median line, failure to make the median line leads to a move equal to or greater than. So if it starts to come down here, you'd have to be mindful of that. Oh, shit, is this trading principle number 4 happening right before my eyes? But if I got a 5 here, how can I reconcile that, right? So it's not that, oh, shit, if I don't get it on this push, well, it's not going to get it. I've seen it take 2 years to get there. So you'd be thinking here, oh, shit, I got my, what am I looking for? Right, I'm looking for all of that still to come. So if that's the 1, again, what would I be anticipating that the market is supposed to do? Right? Not required to do, but what am I thinking here? 1, 2. I got a 5, just like this one. I got a 5. I'm anticipating correcting it in a 3. Oh, I got a 5. I'm anticipating correcting it in a 3. What am I looking for here? If it's right there, what am I thinking? 1, 2. Right? It's got to do an impulse here, right? Again, what's the market supposed to do? 5. So now I've got the start of a clean Elliott count. And does it fit with where I am? Right? 1, 2. Well, I got to have a 1, 2 here. I got to have a 1, 2, 3. If this is going to go up and get that 3, how am I going to do it? if we get the pivot here, where do I know I'm going to run into resistance? Right? I don't even have to wonder about it. I know I'm going to run it. Now, it doesn't mean I can't get through. It just means that that's likely. And see, this is what retail forgets, right? Oh, shit, look how far it's going to go. It's just going to keep going. The market doesn't move like that. Why? Why doesn't it move that way? Because the people that catch this are the temptation to take profit is overwhelming. They will, and if the slightest little, oh shit, got to grab it, right? But that's why it doesn't do this. Most people can't keep their hands off their mouse, right? They can't, right? Again, think. So when it starts here, who's selling it here? Always think, oh, well, I think that's the A wave. So who's selling it there? Why would they be selling it there? What are they thinking? Ask yourself that in every trade. Who's on the other side? What are they thinking? Are they going to sell it right into a 50? Do they even know to not do that? Oh, what? Oh, I see it, right? Oh, there's the bounce. Okay, so we're going to go, right? What is the market supposed to do here? It's supposed to correct that 5 with the 3. So if it doesn't do it, right, then you know something's off, right? Something's wrong. You're wrong. Let me be very precise, right? If I would be just as wrong. Oh, there's the 5, there's the A, there's the B. I'm looking for the C. If it's going up here, I'm wrong. I'm stopped out. Something else is happening. Maybe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And you're going to put the 1 here, right? Again, what's the market supposed to do? It's not what it's supposed. It's not what it does. It's what it's supposed to do and doesn't. It's not supposed to do that. If it does it, I got to rethink what's going on. Where's the context? My context is drop dead simple. 5, 3. Well, looking for 5. Right, not that hard. Okay, I think we got everybody. Is there anything else, Monty?
No, well, we got a donation, but he sent 100 rupees, which is $1.32. So, no.
Well, thanks for the $1.32.
Yeah.
I can get some cream for my coffee this afternoon. Okay. Well, no, I jest, right? That we appreciate that, right? Whatever it is, maybe 100 rupees is.
Yeah, it's all relative to.
Yeah, right. Maybe that's meaningful to him.
Definitely appreciate it. But as far as a donation and request for TA, we're at our maximum for today as far as time. So
yeah, we're good. Okay, so no worries. We appreciate you guys. Holy shit, look at the markets. We will be back tomorrow, same time. All right, same thing. All right, same thing. We put it out to members with any asset class. We used to make a distinction between crypto and trads, but then we were just getting so few on trads. So wide open now, and you'll get same kind of idea tomorrow. And then my partner Monty Crypto is on Wednesday, right? Just a reminder, right? I encourage you to see the way he approaches it. It's very unique. Okay, with that, we'll wrap it up.